Hello, fire signs. Hello, and welcome into your weekly reading for February 20th through the 26th. Wow, we're basically to the end of February. That progressed quickly. I don't know about you, but that progressed quickly for me. So hopefully you've had a pretty good February so far. Okay. We got the Five of Pentacles in reverse showing up. Okay, all right. That's in your recent past, though. That's in your recent past. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to take a look at your recent past that's still affecting your current situation, the potential outcome, and then what's going on just below the surface that you may not be aware of. So let's see where we go, fire signs. Let's see where we go. Ooh. Right there. I felt that energy. The Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Five of Wands, the Queen of Wands. I'm sorry. All this is in your recent past. I felt really feisty energy. Like a little angry, a little edge to it, but feisty energy for you fire signs when I started kind of tapping into it. So I'm seeing it. I'm feeling it. Okay. Knight of Cups, Three of Wands. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. You got, Seven of Cups, High Priestess, gorgeous, gorgeous. The Hierophant. Ooh. The World underneath. Oh, fire signs. Yeah. Ooh, you're feeling feisty because you've got some things working, but very much below the surface working. Like very internal. Big internal stuff here. Which makes sense because you are very much so closing something out for yourself and moving into that next, I don't even want to say cycle because it feels a little bigger than a cycle. This feels like the next dimension of yourself kind of thing. Like you're moving into a much bigger, larger expression of yourself with the end of this cycle. And so you're coming to the very end of it. Ooh, I like it. I'm going to clarify. I feel like there's a couple things I'm going to clarify because this potentially could be a much, you know how they go. It could be a little bit of a bigger reading, if you will. But let's go. Let's start with this. Let's start with the World card underneath because that's coming in very loud to me because when it's anchoring such a reading, when you've got the High Priestess, the Hierophant here, you've got both knights on either side of you in your current energy. I mean, it's like you're waiting for your ships to come in for sure. Yeah, but I don't think you know what ships are coming in though. It's like, do you want love or do you want success? Or do you want them both? Do you want material safety, security, and finances, that kind of thing, more career focus? Or are you going to focus more on what your heart wants and relationships and that type of expansion? Or do you want both? Do you want the best of both worlds here? And I'm leaning towards you kind of want both here, but let's see. The World card is being clarified by the Ace of Cups. Yeah, you got the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So this is interesting. Ooh. That came up kind of wonky, but that's okay. Six of Swords. Oh yeah, you're ready. You're ready to move. You're ready to move to calmer seas. I can tell you that because your recent past is very conflicted. Very conflicted energy. You're ready to move past it. You're ready to move forward. You're plotting a way forward. It feels a lot like strategy. Like, I'm shocked I'm not seeing the Magician here because it does feel very much like you are strategizing a way out of the conflict you had going on in your recent past, which we're going to dive into in a little bit here, but it's definitely a new cycle for your heart, for you to open up your heart even more, for you to experience more love or experience more situations and people and opportunities that resonate more with your heart, that just feels so good to you. So this is good. The Four of Wands, celebration, commitment could be showing up here. Like you could be committing to a new path, maybe going back to school, maybe you're going to be graduating, and that's setting off this new phase for you. You could be getting married. You could be any form of, this really comes in more like truly celebration and commitment together. So I feel like there's something very good coming in this new cycle, in this new dimension for yourself, that is not only going to resonate with that Ace of Cups, your heart, but it's something that you want to move to. It's something that you want to commit to. It's something that you want to celebrate because it's going to feel so good. So this is what your heart is full in display here. What's going on underneath? Your heart's playing. Your heart's coming out. Your heart's coming out. She's speaking very loudly. She's got a lot to say here. She's got a lot that she wants to celebrate here. That's just below the surface. It's just happening that I'm not so sure you're aware of, because you're still kind of dealing in this, it feels a little uncertain energy here. So you've got some expectations. You're waiting for your ships to come in, but there's still some uncertainty about what's coming in, when it's going to come in, how it's going to come in, what exactly you want. But let's dive in here. So the Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Five of Wands, and then the Queen of Wands. So you graduated here. This just feels like an amazing graduation, fire signs. You went from feeling, with the Five of Pentacles, to me, this more comes in like powerless. Like you feel a little powerless in your situation, and you feel like you can't really find the momentum to change what's happening to you, where you're at. This could be financially, this could be any form of a loss that you felt. Like you just felt like it's out of your control. You don't have the power to change it. And you were just kind of grappling in this type of conflict, because you've got the Five of Wands here that tells me, to me, it feels more or less like a little bit of an internal conflict about how to handle people in your life. Because you eventually graduate to the Queen of Wands, which is gorgeous energy, which is passionate, powerful, very much dynamic. Meaning you stepped up and you realized, there are certain things that I cannot control, but I have the wisdom to see those now. And I have the clarity to know I can't control that, but I can control this. I can make different decisions. I can choose to work with this energy differently. I can choose to, it feels like, call back in your power that you may have given away to other people. You're calling it back in. You're sitting on your throne and you're going, okay, now where do I want to send my power? You know, what do I have control over? What choices can I make? How can I change this outcome? Me, how can I change versus externally? Ooh, I like it. So let's clarify. I'm intrigued about the Five of Wands here. So clarify the Five of Wands in your recent past. So what is the conflict here? Five of Wands. The Queen of Wands, I just love it. So empowered. It comes in very empowered energy, very secure energy, very much so. Okay, I got this now. I got this. It's like I'm not and I say this with love, it's like you're not a victim of your circumstances here. You are a warrior of experience. And that's how the Queen of Wands feels. No longer are you viewing it like a victim per se, and we've all been there. You're more or less like, oh no, I'm a warrior of experience. I know what I can do. I know how much control I have over me and my inner world, and how I can affect the outer world. So, ooh. Five of Wands for me. Feisty. I like it. It is feisty energy. Right there. So the Five of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Swords. Oh, you saw it clearly. The Five of Swords. You've got three of the four fives here. This was, Three of Pentacles. Ooh, yeah. Okay, you saw it. So it is definitely people around you, for sure. Three of Pentacles, this could be coworkers, especially could be coworkers, but also could be friends. I mean, it's someone more or less in your they're in close proximity to you. They may not be your ride or die people, but they are definitely still in close proximity and have a lot of influence, or you're in their energy a lot, let's just say, whether that be coworker or frenemy, friendship situations. It even could be some family members here. I'm kind of getting that vibe. It could be family, but very conflicted. There was a lot of, it feels like backstabbing, a lot of competition between each other, a lot of I will win no matter what, at what cost, it doesn't matter kind of thing. Very argumentative, very emotionally manipulative, and you saw it. So this is the Ace of Swords was your catalyst. This got you into that Queen of Wands energy of like, oh, whoa, wait a second. I see the truth of this situation now. I see the truth. It was made very clear to you, I feel like, in a very big way. Like you can't unsee the truth. And you couldn't, because it came in that loudly. It's like, oh, can't unsee that. Now what do I do with it? How do I step into my power now? How do I take my power back? And how do I move away from it? How do I change it? How do I change how I look at this so I can move forward? And you want something a lot more calm, a lot more stable and secure than what you were dealing with. And I see that in your current energy with the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, but the Three of Wands is right in the center. You're right in the center of it, going, where are my knights? Oh, kind knights, where are you? Come in, my knights. And I really do get the sense you want it all. You want the, material success. You want that type of stability, that type of grounded energy, but you also want the Knight of Cups, which is, it could be a person here that you are attracting or wanting to come into your world, but someone that is very open, or something that's coming in that's really going to speak to your heart. It's almost like this comes in like a dream job. Like, what's your dream job? What's your dream profession? It could be a passion project. Maybe it's not so tied up to what you do every day for money, but maybe it's a passion project that could eventually turn into something that could make you money, like a side hustle. This feels very much like that, but it has passion with it. It has a lot of heart with it. That also has potential to grow into something that could potentially support you financially, is how this is kind of feeling with your current energy. And I'm loving that, because I feel like whatever this side hustle or your dream job or passion project that you are wanting to create, and you're kind of waiting for the next step to be revealed to you. You're waiting for these nights to come in. I feel like there's something deeper happening in that waiting process. Like, there is a need for patience here. I do get that sense, but there is something bigger underneath. So when I see the outcome energy as the Seven of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Hierophant, this tells me that this could be a spiritual calling. So this might be a little deeper, and I'm not so sure you're fully aware of that just yet. I'm really not so sure you're fully aware of it, because you might be still thinking in your current energy that I just want the best of both worlds here. I want it to speak to my heart. I want to enjoy it, and I want it to maybe potentially make me some income. But what I see as the potential outcome is there's something else driving that. There's something else driving your motivation for wanting to create this and manifest this in your life. And I feel like it's deeply connected to your spiritual path. Your spiritual path, your spiritual calling. Almost a sense of you were put on this planet right now to do this thing, because it is deeply ingrained in your soul. It feels like in your soul here. So either this Hierophant is going to come in and be more like a mentor to you, maybe a spiritual teacher, a guide, maybe even a form of guru, something like that, that's going to come in, that's really going to speak to your intuition, that's really going to help you expand this knowing, this calling, if you'll say, and help you see a pathway forward. Because you have some options here with the Seven of Cups. There's a lot of options, but my goodness, you have one hell of a spiritual calling here. One hell of a spiritual calling here. So you're going to need your intuition here to help comb through and decipher all the options you have in front of you. And it could, like I said, it could definitely be a mentor coming in here for sure. For sure. So I'm going to clarify I feel the need to clarify this Hierophant to get a better sense of what this is, because this is very mature energy. This is also very committed energy. You might be just in the beginning processes here of truly committing to a spiritual or an intuitive calling or path for yourself, which you may not have ever done that before. You may have only kind of gone with what everyone told you. You know, like society tells you, you have to go out and get a good job, and as long as it pays the bills, then you have a lot to be proud of, and that should be enough for you. And look, that is a lot, and that's a lot to be proud of. But your heart matters. Your soul matters. Like, what your passion matters. So yes, that's amazing and wonderful to have a job to pay the bills, but is it missing something? And how can you grow and excel and bring in something that maybe is more balanced with your heart and your soul and your intuition? So what is this Hierophant we got going on here? Because the High Priestess is, I love that. The Hierophant is clarified by the High Priestess. You have the High Priestess twice. Yeah. This is very spiritual. This is very deep. This is a spiritual calling. This is a mission, a spiritual mission, a spiritual calling. The strength. Yeah, it's going to take some courage. And most spiritual callings do, because they may be the complete opposite of what you've done thus far in your life, which now it's bringing me more to the World card, because it is very impactful. Like when I even said it's like a next dimension, this is truly a next dimension for your soul, for your heart, for your soul here. Oh, baby, this is feeling more and more like a mentor. Chariot. Yeah, and when you balance this within yourself, it comes in like Chariot's going to be, you're going to move forward quickly when you find that balance in yourself, which is the balance of working with your soul's calling, or what just makes your heart sing, and integrating that in your 3D everyday life. So how can you blend the two? How can you work with both energies? Work with, okay, I'm very much a human in this 3D existence, but how do I add more 5D into my life? How do I pay my bills and have safety and security in my life, and have all the everyday life commitments that I have? But how can I bring in all this spiritual knowledge and wisdom and love and be more in alignment with that path while dealing with the 3D world? And that's why I feel like it's going to take the courage. This is a courageous decision. Takes a lot of guts, because it is going to be different. It's going to be different than you've ever experienced before. It's going to look different than you thought it was going to look. It's probably going to feel different than you thought it was going to feel. But nonetheless, you are worthy of this path, my friend. And when you find that balance and acceptance within yourself of going, okay, yeah, this is what I'm doing. I'm shooting for the moon. I'm going for the big thing. This is big. This is big for me. This, like, internal has a lot of weight, because you feel it. And when you find that balance within yourself, you're going to move forward very, very quickly. I still get the sense this could be a person. Now, this could be a person, not physically. Like, they could, but they're not going to knock on your door and be like, hi, I am a spiritual guru, fill in the blank. It literally could be a person that you stumble upon their work on social media or YouTube. You're flipping through videos and you magically watch this interview, or you listen to a podcast that introduced this new person to you that you've never seen or heard of before, and it just resonates. And that person's work and what they have to offer, the services they're offering, resonate, hit home with you, and is exactly what you need to progress further on your spiritual path and your journey. So it could be something like that, although they could knock on your door. So, wow, this turned into a very deeply spiritual, awesome reading, fire signs. This is a great way to end in February too. I mean, fabulous. Okay, so the advice here is there's layers to what you want. There's layers to where you are currently. There's layers to what you want. And I think it may be a little deeper than you think. This may be more in line with a spiritual calling. And it's something that I feel like you can get to a place that you're truly going to have some courage and commit to it. So, ooh, this is deeper than you think, basically. Is the tagline of your reading. This is deeper than you think. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah. So this is, and I mentioned the 3D world, like how do you pay your bills, but bring a spiritual aspect to it. So this is what we're going to tap on. If you're new to tapping, check out the link below to learn more, but this is what you need the most to help you right now. Is my income is constantly increasing. Yes, because there's a big belief system out there that if you're doing spiritual work or something that you love or you're passionate about, there's no way to make income on it. Like you're just always going to be a pauper. And that is absolutely not true. And there are many guides and gurus and spiritual teachers and healers that are very much supported by their work. So it's just a matter of opening up, being creative, and finding that balance of how to make it work, because there is a way to make it work. It just may not look the way you thought it was going to look initially. The back of your card states, I begin now today to open myself to ever increasing prosperity. Yes. Claim it. Claim that, fire signs. Yes, you begin now to open up to all avenues that prosperity could come to you in all the different ways. Okay, I'm excited to tap on this one. So I want this too. I'm a Leo moon and rising. So let's go, fire signs. Let's tap on this. So we're going to start with the side of the hand. So repeat after me. Even though I don't see it yet, even though I'm manifesting and I'm waiting for these nights to come in, that's okay. That's okay. Because I'm at ease about it. Because my income is constantly increasing. So even though I may be a little worried about it, a little frustrated about it, maybe even a little defeated about it, that's okay. I honor how I feel about it. And my income is constantly increasing. Even though I may not see it yet, even though I have no idea how this is going to happen, even though this is a little confusing to even think about, that's okay. My income is constantly increasing. And I am ready to receive. I am ready to receive. And I begin now, today, to open myself to ever increasing prosperity. I am ready, universe. I am ready, universe. And I am choosing to begin right now to open myself to ever increasing prosperity in all the ways it wants to show up. And I'm willing to release any judgments I have about how it shows up. Because I am opening up to all avenues of prosperity. Ever increasing prosperity. And I'm ready for that. I am ready to feel the freedom that prosperity brings. I am ready for freedom. I am ready for ease and flow. I am ready for prosperity. I am ready for financial security. And I open myself and I'm ready to receive it. I am ready to receive it. Okay. Deep breath in here, in through your nose. And let it go, fire signs. Ooh, baby. I am loving this reading for you. I'm loving it. Although I'm saying very humbly, I know how much strength and courage it takes to take this type of path, to make this type of decision. It is not an easy one. It is not a black and white decision, and things pretty much are going to live in the gray area a little bit for you for the next coming weeks. But oh man, your heart's going to sing. Your soul's going to sing. This is going to feel, the end result's going to feel amazing. It's going to feel amazing, and it'll be all worth it. So cheers to you, fire signs. Cheers. Sending you all the love and hugs, and I'll see you next time. Bye.